I was lucky enough since I was a little kid to know what I wanted to do with my life. I always knew I wanted to be a chef and one day have my own restaurant. My name is Santiago Peláez and I am the CEO of Zanti Cucina Italiana.
So the vision behind this restaurant, it's when Santiago 7 years ago calls me and said, hey, I have always had the dream to open a restaurant.
Open a restaurant is hard, whatever you want it. But something that helped a lot to us is having a lot of passion.
I think the biggest challenge that you have in any business, it's building the right team.
I think the team is the base for go to the goal, have the best quality in a high volume like we have in Woodlands.
Getting to the Woodlands with the community and all the help I got, I think that challenge at the beginning became every time more easy.
After 9 months we opened the first restaurant. We go into new era.
What happened with the COVID?
I mean, during that time, the whole world was going through a very difficult and sad situation.
Regarding this situation, it's in these difficult times for the community, our employees and businesses, we have decided with the local authorities and our mission and vision to take the hard decision of closing Zanti Cucina for the dining option.
You start to thinking your dream is finished. You know, that is the first reaction. And I start to see all that information in Italy because I still have family in Italy.
One of the most important and difficult parts was to keep our team and our community motivated and with a good mindset.
The reality is we have 80 family, this depends for the restaurant at that moment. And that is the most important for me, how I maintain the job for all this family, you know.
All of the sales that we're going to get from you, a percentage of that are going to go to our employees, for them to have meals for them and their families, to have supplies, and to give them as much hours as possible so they can have a consistent ingress for their families and support them.
Santiago and his team were able to accomplish that very well.
And even though it was very, very hard, I think Santi survived. I had a great team of managers. Stefano, that is my right hand, with great ideas, great passion, and I think we survived it, and we're here.
It's a big moment for the company. It's a moment that you want to grow.
So we're growing, which is super exciting to see.
After 3 years and a half of being open, I think we have created a great brand. We've proven our concept.
At this moment, Santi is making a big change.
We want to grow with a solid base, and that is very important. We don't want to go too fast.
The other day I was in the bank and I had my Santi pin, no? and in the bank the cashier told me, "Oh, I love your pin. It looks like Zanti, like the brand Zanti, the restaurant I love." And I'm like, "No, it is Zanti, no?"
So we believe in the brand, and I believe we're making an excellent brand at this moment.
The success of the restaurant, of course, is because the community accepts the concept, and the community is the most important part.
Community is a priority for Zanti for sure. It was something that I was really focused on when I chose to come to work here. Community is all about what we're doing, whether it's homecoming and events for families. That's why we have things like the chef's table and the family table here at Zanti number 2.
When we decided to open the restaurant, we said, hey, let's do it in our backyard, in a place where we love the people.
I think the cherry on top of the cake is when you see those customers coming in, smiling, having a good time with their kids, with their family, with husbands, friends, in a business meeting. I think all that shows you how successful, no, the restaurant has been.
Being in River Oaks is very important to be part of the community, contributing to the neighborhood, hopefully we get a lot of acceptance by the local people at River Oaks.
So I think that the core team at Zanti is why it is such a pleasure to work here.
Every time I talk to them, when I give my presentations and everything, I wouldn't be nothing without them. No? At the end, I always tell them that my clients is not the customer that sits in the table. The clients of Zanti, for me, especially for my position, it's the staff.
Of course, the team is the key. The key is the team. Without the team, it's not possible. You do nothing.
From the beginning, we always knew we had to open more locations.
We were primed for it. The success of Zanti #1 was a big part of it, but it was time for us to grow. We have so much to offer, and Houston was definitely the market that we need to be in, and choosing the River Oaks location was a fantastic match and a fit for Zanti #2.
We saw a great place in one of the best communities in Houston. We are in the River Oaks Shopping Center.
I think this area was really craving a restaurant of this caliber, a restaurant that could offer what we can offer, which I don't think anyone in the area has what we have.
The place here in River Oaks, if you look at the restaurant just around, it requires you to have a little bit of more attention-oriented service and more attention to details.
The most significant challenge of the creation of this restaurant, I think it's what everybody is going through right now, no matter in what business you are.
Well, there was still a pandemic going on during the construction, but the delays from the construction point of view have been very stressful for us.
We're a new company. It's difficult when you come from another country and put it in plane and then put on paper and then all the meetings and then looking at this it's amazing, but I believe that was the hardest part for all the team, from top to from Santiago, the family, the brothers, the investors, down to management team.
And I think that is a big challenge, and today we are very proud of the final result, and I am very happy because it's possible to do the right things in the kitchen and do the best as possible the menu, and we have a lot very nice equipment.
Where do I see Zanti in the future? My mind right now is focusing one.
How I see Zanti in 7-10 years, it's having multiple locations.
Zanti is, with this restaurant, is making the brand way stronger than it was just with one restaurant. It can be possible to open more locations and more locations with a stronger brand.
We started with one, and right now we start working for the second location, and we are sure we very close. We start working for the third location.
Oh, it's good. We're going to be such a success.
My expectations are high. I want to give the best service in Houston.
To be able to transform ingredients to an experience.
What my grandfather always told me, to be honest, to have passion, to be happy.
I want to maintain the passion always. I don't care wherever we go.
Is all about the core team that we have and the compassion and caring that we have for each other from the back of house to the front of house. And I don't see that changing. I don't see that changing as we grow in any way, because family first is how we really run things from all of the corporate and the leadership team.
To the staff, of course, I want to say thank you first, because like I say, for me, the successful today for the brand is thanks to all the team.
There are gonna be good times, bad times, there are gonna be problems, but if we are together and we always look for the same goal, we're gonna be able to solve anything that happens.
When you wake up every morning to go to work and you love what you're doing, it's not work. And I think that working at Zanti with the team that we have in the back of house, the front of house, the leaders and corporate make my job not a job, because it's an absolute pleasure to be a part of this family.
Every single new opening is thanks to the team. Without the team, nothing is possible.
Thank you for believing in us, believing in the project, stay with us.
I got I got a lot of emotions. I'm just thankful. Just looking at them all the nights without sleeping, all the nights with me, going through all the challenges that we have had. I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.